Go.
Hello, our doll BFFs.
And welcome to our channel, Nene and Sophia, where we do doll things. Um, I am so excited to have Sophia with me here today because she's been super busy and hasn't been joining me for very many videos. But we are on summer break, so I'm really excited to have her, and we are really wanting to do some sunny day videos where we do our doll stories. Um, Sophia just like a couple days ago was in a dance recital.
Yeah,
And what was the title of your dance recital?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And she was in three different dances. And unfortunately, I was in Florida, but I heard that she did a lovely job. And I've just been thinking about some dancing dolls and some ballerina Barbies. And so that's what our show is on today is ballerina Barbies and some ballerina or dance outfits for the dolls. Um, I've always liked ballerina Barbies. What's your thoughts? Do you like?
Yeah, except I like when you can move the feet. Cause I had one where they still had pointed feet, except you could there's movability
Oh,
in
you
the
could.
ankle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a few different ones here today and kind of looking at some of their clothes. This was my ballerina Barbie.
Oh.
This is the one that I got. I remember getting her for Christmas. She's from the 70s, and some of you, I'm sure, remember her. And I really thought she was so beautiful. I love this face sculpt. I love that this is actual, fabric and tulle. She came with some little red plastic roses. And the only thing, as a kid, the only thing is I loved playing with her all the time, but you can't, the crown is in her head,
Oh.
and I could never take her crown out. I mean, today maybe I could, but now I don't want to. I'm glad it's on there. But I just could never take that out. So like I couldn't pretend necessarily that she was going shopping or out to dinner because she had a crown stuck in her head. But this was mine. And then I had picked up another one like her somewhere, and her head is super, super loose though. Like really, like I don't know. It's like probably needs a new peg or a rubber band in there or something.
Mm.
But this tutu I have had since 1980 something. Um,
I like it. I like the blue.
it's beautiful. And there was this lady in town that made doll clothes.
Hmm.
And your great grandma Vi, I don't know if somebody at her work or how she got this lady's number. It ended up her son was in middle school with me, but we went to her house and she did such exquisite work on doll clothes. Like every stitch was perfect. She did a lot like with like cottons and things, but they were beautiful and kind of pricey for Grandma Vi back in those days. But she got out like this shoebox and laid her things out, and she had some gowns, and then she had this tutu. And this is one of the things that Grandma Vi got me. Gosh, how long was that? It's been 40 some years ago, more than that. 50 years ago, I don't know. And you can see there's like a little ribbon flower there on the side, all of this tulle. It's lined, still in good shape after all these years. I loved this. And I know my mom paid a lot of money for it that we probably didn't have. But she loved the fact that, I was still buying clothes for my Barbies. And this one with the same face sculpt, but she had this gown. So I would say around the same time period as these two. But what do you think about her outfit?
I like it.
Yeah,
It's very recitally.
it is very recitally, isn't it? I saw you had a really pretty ballet dress. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. Was it pink and blue? I couldn't tell on the video.
No, it's more like a green and blue.
Okay. which are some of my favorite
Nature
colors.
vibes. Nature vibes.
Nature vibes. Oh, she came off her stand.
What was it? I don't know.
I replaced their shoes. Forever I had lost one of her shoes, like when I was a kid. But she still has her shoes on, and she has this nice several layers on her dress here. So I bet if we steamed it out, it'd even be fluffier. But I love this outfit on this one. And then we have Swan Lake back here. I think she's gorgeous. You like this one?
And the crown's not stuck in her head.
Nope. We could take the crown off if we wanted to, but I probably never will. She might.
The fun's a little,
yeah. Still has a little box hair there. She has some beads that run through her hair and like real feathers. And these are probably to represent like feathers, like the swan.
Really, like it's sparkly.
And it's sparkly and fluffy, and she has these tights on underneath that have a little bit of glitter to those too. I love that her shoes, if you can see the shoes on the back, have real ties on them.
Yeah.
I think that's neat. What kind of dance are you starting this year?
Next year.
Next year. Well, in the fall.
I'm going to start point next year.
Yeah, so you'll have some of these pointy shoes on.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun. So we have these dolls from the 70s, probably, I think you guys probably would know, the 90s. And then this is one that is more recent. You can still get her. So I like that on this doll. I like that she has made to move knees. I don't like that her legs are purple forever.
Yeah, I don't like how the shoes are part of
and
the
the
mold.
shoes are molded. The shoes are molded on, so you can't ever take her shoes off. She does have this, swivel joint, like made to move legs for sure. And then she has made to move arms. I like how her hands are posed kind of you can pose them like a ballerina. Has those delicate hands, and you can do different things with her legs. But I don't like the molded on shoes. I don't like that we can't change her clothes. Her torso is molded on. She has this little tulle skirt that does slip off, but if it's, what are you going to replace it with? It's going to have to be in a shade of purple. Now she does light up. I got it on. Got her stuck on here. Here, hold up. So she does light up, which is, and I guess, nice and gimmicky, but I think I would rather have her pretty face on a made-to-move body with, a leotard and a little skirt.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we have her, you can still get her on Amazon, Walmart.com. And then we have the one that was a little bit harder to find with the oldie face sculpt. Face sculpt. And I couldn't find her anywhere. I had to order her from Barnes & Noble to get her in the mail. But I do think she is very, very pretty. Yeah? You like her?
Yeah, I like her.
So we'll take her out of the box and we will take a closer look at her. So we got our Ballet Wishes Barbie out of the box. Her hair is very soft.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a little messy, but it doesn't have any product or anything, and it feels pretty nice. She has such a pretty face, and she has like a little birthmark next to her lip. See that? That's pretty. What do you think about her? What do you like?
I like how her shoes tie.
Ribbons on the shoes. That's very nice. And they connect to the inside of the shoe. So the ribbons aren't going to just fall off.
I like her earrings. I don't know about the outfit. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the tutu. I don't know how I feel about the pattern. But
that is printed on.
Yeah. But out of all, I like it. I like her.
It's a very pretty color pink. It's got the under panties, I guess, in there. It does have some layers of tulle. It has a little grid pattern right here, and it's printed on. I like how her like fingers are posed
Mhm.
and stuff, and she does have articulated, not made to move elbows, I don't think, but they are. She has movement at her elbows, and she can move at the waist. She doesn't have articulation across her chest. I don't. Well, maybe she does. Let's see. Yes, she does. She has articulation at the in her chest, at her waist, and she has articulation in her knees. Now, she has on these pretty tights, but some people are complaining that, like, once you take the tights off, she like kind of flops around, like her knees don't like. I mean, they're that's good if you're doing some dance moves, but not good if you're trying to like have her stand or whatever. Her box is very pretty. And on the back it says, from classic ballet slippers to enchanting point shoes, Barbie Ballet Wishes doll celebrates every ballerina's delightful moments on and off stage. And there's a little place here where you could like write a message. Like if you had a little girl that was in a recital and you wanted to give her this, maybe instead of flowers, you could write, recital whatever year on there. That would be kind of fun. It says she has, I guess, make some, I don't know.
Her
It says
name's
ballet to
Charlotte.
point shoes, but Charlotte, we're going to name her Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. This is Charlotte.
Mhm.
And it has, hold on. Yeah. Her toes stay pointed.
Mm.
So you didn't like that on the other dolls, right?
No.
I mean, if you want to do something else with them.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to find a made to move body for her,
Mhm.
probably. Because I think she's super pretty. Like her face.
Yeah, I love her face. I
Yeah.
love her face.
The Odile face is just, I think we all love that face. And she does come with a saddle stand, which I always have a hard time. Like, I don't want to, like, tear their clothes or anything like that. But I guess if you're, trying to, pose her as a ballerina, but she does have this little saddle stand.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, sis. Out of our dolls, we got the one from the 90s. We've got these 2025 ones, and we've got this girl from she's really the same girl here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one's your favorite?
This one.
She is really pretty. And she has real eyelashes, doesn't she? She has real eyelashes. She's just gorgeous. Her outfit's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think she is really pretty too. What's your second choice?
My second choice? Probably her.
Because of her beautiful face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm fond of her because she was mine and I played with her a lot. But I agree. I think that this one is just so, so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And this one would be fun for little girls to play with, pretend like they're dancing and turn the lights on. But I mean, her jewelry's molded on, her shoes are molded on. We just don't, for us, for our miniverse, what are you going to do with that, right?
Yeah, and one thing okay, so I love her hair, but one thing I've never really understood is why do they have to put crowns on them?
Well, she's like, I think the Swan Queen.
Yeah, well, I like hers because she has like lots of stuff in her hair and stuff, but like, I don't feel like we need that for ballet
Because
always.
you don't always have that, do you?
Yeah.
I don't know, they always seem to, though. I did not get the, her last name's, is it Tall Chief? I did not get the Native American ballerina doll. I should have got her when she was available. She was really pretty. And it was one of those one day, when I am like, oh, I'm not going to go crazy with dolls. And then I missed out her. Yeah, and now she's really expensive. So keeping with our theme of ballet, we did pick up some ballet fashions. Yeah. And I got some fashions from Etsy. And we got some things from Amazon. And kind of comparing the two. This one is from, we tried to pronounce the name of the Etsy shop and butchered it. So if you can see that right there, these fashions from Etsy came all the way from South Africa. So we're going to take a minute and try some of these on the dolls. Here, you get some out. So we can just kind of show them first. Grab that. There is going to be shipping, like I said, if you're ordering from the U.S. because these come from South Africa, so the shipping was about $12. But really good fabric, and she even has her little label in there. Great stretch on these. They have like a little bit of a shimmer. We got some. If you order the tutu, it comes with a leotard. We ordered just some plain leotards so we could have our dance studio, and we also got some kind of
leggings.
Yeah, leggings, pants. They're called ski pants on the website, but yeah, we thought we could wear those to our practices.
This is like real unitard material.
Yeah,
So
I mean
that's what I like
it's
about
great
that.
fabric. The stitching is perfection. Like, yeah, I can never do that. Even like double stitched around the legs. These are like really quality pieces. It'll be like this, like you'll inherit these someday. Okay, we're gonna put these on a couple dolls and let you see what these look. So we tried on some of these fashions that we got from Etsy from South Africa. And now this is on a petite doll, and I just got a leotard on her with the pants over them. They are a little bit big, but on the website too, if your thing's Skipper or Stacy or Chelsea, she has dance outfits for all of those. You get a variety of colors. I mean, I just didn't know what to do, and I had to like cut myself off, but this still works. If you do have petite dolls, you can still use it on the petite dolls. What about yours?
My God, tutu.
So you can that, which is lovely. It's got like little beads glued all over it. I think it's like 2 layers of tulle, and then a really nice leotard that she could just use for dance practice. I want to make some little leg warmers for it. Now that is on a made to move doll, and whoops, and I have mine tutu. I got the white and we got the pink. They have blues and golds and all kinds of colors. They had purple. Mine is on a fashionista doll. And then they also have some leotards and some tops for guys. He's the heavier build fashionista, but it still fit. I mean, there's so much stretch in them, it's going to be fine on whatever Ken you want to put them on. But they do have the leggings for Ken. They had some tops, like if you were going to plan out a doll recital, there were some tops. So really like these. And then let's take a look at the ones we got from Amazon. Pull that out. So this pack on Amazon, I think, was like $11.99 or $11, some 11 something, and it came with a little mirror. And you liked this. It came with a little pack of shoes and tiaras, because for some reason all dolls have tiaras. They did fit. You tried these on, right? The dolls.
Yeah.
They did fit. So let me put one. You could get a pink one, and I'm going to put a white one on the fashionista. It's all plastic, this here, but that works.
They're kind of chunky, but
yeah, I mean, they're not as delicate as the ones that came with the new, but she's got some ballet shoes on. So that was nice to get that little package. And then it came with, and I've been watching these for a while, and it's like, it came with a leotard. and a little like tutu with a leotard top, but it has separate like little panties. And then this tutu just doesn't have anything underneath of it, so you'd have to put on some little panties for that. So let's compare. Let's try a couple of these on. All right, so
I like it.
I think it's a good set. You know, you get the whole set of stuff for $11. This tutu was $12.50. So, you know, you're getting a whole set of stuff for less. Quality wise, I'm not as impressed. I'm going to take her tutu off so that, you know, you can kind of see the difference here. I do like the shoes. We got the little mirror for the dance room. But this is a fashionista with the one from Amazon. It's got ribbon straps. It's got a little raveling there around the chest. It was a little more difficult to get on because the straps don't have any flexibility. But it's cute. I mean, you can still wear it. Your dolls can still wear it. But if you compare the fit of the two, I prefer this. What do you got to show?
I got a tiara with a tutu dress.
Yes. Now that's the dress that would need some undies underneath. But I'm sure we've got something that we could use under that. But that, I think that's a cute dress. Cute tutu. I'm putting the tutu. And it's a little snug on my fashionista, but it works. There was this little pink tutu. The shoes on flat feet don't, I mean, you can put them on, but they don't stay on very good on flat feet. But we've got this little tutu. I need to retie the ribbon somehow. But that's cute, like for a little dance practice or something, right? And we didn't try this one on, but I'm sure that the fit's similar. It's got stretch, Velcros, the tutu Velcros in the back. The leotard just slipped on. So, a lot of good dance things. So, we're going to try to put together like a little dance studio for the dolls to go dance practice and maybe a recital or something. I always have all these grand ideas, but then we'd have to make a stage and all kinds of stuff. But that would be fun. I think that would be fun for us to do. So, let us know in the comments, you know, what you prefer between like the Amazon and our Etsy dolls. Do you collect ballerina Barbies? And, you know, which time period do you like those from? Do you have a favorite out of the ones that we showed here today? Let us know in the comments. We really appreciate you being with us today. And please follow us on Instagram. It's nene_Sophia, and we have some doll pictures that we take and we put on there. And we've really been trying to get several on there a week now that we're on summer break. Don't forget to give us a like, and it would mean the world to us if you would subscribe. We are at close to 650 subscribers, but we would love to get to 1,000 this year. So if you'd push that subscribe button, it would help us a lot. And remember, no matter how many trips you've taken around the sun,
always take time to play and have some fun.
And until next time, this has been Nene.
This has been Sophia.
See ya!